they can never be you.
Folks, we're starting a little early because Dynamite ended a little early, and we wanted to get this show on the road.
Let's go.
Welcome to Everything Pro Wrestling. Everything Pro Wrestling is a show by the fans, for the fans. I'm your host, Conrad Cushman, being joined tonight by the man in black, the man they call Derek.
Yo, yo, yo.
We are here with a review for AEW Dynamite tonight. We are going to get into it, walk through everything that's been going on in the fine, lovely world of AEW. They're building towards a show here. The big crescendo of, well, it's really Revolution we're building towards, but we also have a AEW Dynamite Grand Slam in Australia coming up soon here too in February. So matches are to be made, things are to be happening.
Yeah.
With that being said, Derek,
Granner Slam.
we did have a birthday today as well. I don't know if you want to give a shout out. You can. Feel free. You can put it out there.
Kamara, I'm pretty sure you will catch this somewhere down the line because I know you. Happy birthday, kiddo. Love you.
Happy birthday. See, we took time out on the podcast to tell you happy birthday. So don't say people don't love you. All right. Getting into that. Dynamite here tonight, man. I want your thoughts. I want a lot of stuff here. I promise you guys, I didn't take all these great, like, never seen it before notes. So do what we're going to do. All right. Love to hear your thoughts and what you thought of tonight's show. I feel like, in my opinion, this is just me talking. I feel like AEW's been like nitpicked to death. Like tonight, I saw a lot of like, oh, this was good, but which it's okay to do that. I don't have an issue with that. I just don't want people to nitpick. Listen, there's a time for it. There's a time not for it. AEW's down bad. Like, I'm going to be the first one to admit it. And I shouldn't say down bad, but they're hurting in ratings, perception, optics. And like I said, if people aren't thinking for themselves, you're going to see it right away. If these are the same people who are going to write, you know, like, what are your thoughts on this? Right. What do you think? And they're going to offer up their thoughts and whatever, dude. I'm pretty sure most of you come here to try to hear thoughts that are more positive about AEW, and we appreciate that. And there are times where I got to show some tough love. Gotta take off the belt and let them know. Listen here, you can't be doing this anymore.
Nope.
But I do want AEW to know they're in a state of getting better. I appreciate some of the stuff they're trying to put out there. I'm just hoping that they can figure out, like I said, they have choices to make. Do you want to pivot away from this Death Rider stuff, or do we want to move forward and figure out how to drum up some more interest in this? Did it work tonight? You tell me. Let's get into this, man. Terrell, first one in the house. What is good, Terrell? He said AEW has the WCW look tonight with the high railing surrounding the ring. Absolutely. And I appreciate that. I like how all the Dynamites have looked different lately.
Yes. When it's different, it's a beautiful thing to see. Because after a while, you know, you get tired of looking at the same old thing. Back and forth. But, you know, when you have a different venue every time, it's a beautiful thing.
Yeah. And I saw they have a new one that's coming up. I just shared it with Rob. I can't remember where it is, but it looks like a theater. It's got two big screens on the side. And I was like, dude, you put the ring here when they come out, the entrances with the two screens on the side. Money. Yes. Money. I think that would be great. So I'm just putting it out there for you guys once that pops up. Hangman said, get that camera up to face me. Someone throw Christopher Daniels a towel. Oh, wait, the doctor beat him to it. Philadelphia is getting Dynasty. Yes, that is also true right now. We have Philadelphia. Let me get that comment down. Sorry there, Terrell. We're going to get back to it. But yes, Sunday, April 6th will be AEW Dynasty. Tickets just went on sale. AEW is trying this new strategy, it looks like, to announce this show probably a little bit later or kind of randomly. They're kind of doing like these quarterly announcements to say, hey, we're going to be in town. We'll see if the strategy works, man. Interesting. I'm hoping that we get a show here in Buffalo maybe the next round in the summertime.
Please. Let's get another go round because it's been a while. It's been a while.
When do we usually get a show? It's usually like either like around that right after All Out, or we get like Full Gear time frame.
Yeah, somewhere in between there.
Yeah. So if you're in the Philly area and you want to go to the show, feel free. Feel free. It's all out there for you. And I promise you we're going to get to Dynamite. Revolution is happening Sunday, March 9th in the Crypto Arena. I wish it still had the old name, but make sure you guys check out that show as well. Let's see here. Matt Lopez says, hello, everyone. Good evening. Hope you all had a good Wednesday, and tonight another cool venue and good show.
Yes.
Deanna says, hello, everyone. What up, Deanna? Jesus DeLeon says, sup, Conrad and Derek. Question for Derek. How we feel about this whole new House of Black lookalike? We got potential here. So on the show tonight, they did show that basically Malachi's probably gone.
Yeah.
And I don't know how you felt about it, Derek. You're the House of Black guy. So it's continuing with Brody King, Buddy Matthews, and Julia Hart, but they kind of said no leader. There was barking. He had the old mask on with the chain. What do you think of them still remaining a trio?
I think it still works. If you do it correctly, I think it still works. It's like I said before, it sucks because Malachi, we have the idea that Malachi is probably gone, which sucks, but you know, it is what it is. But I definitely feel that they can do this right and can still move forward without Malachi. Would it be nice to have him there? Absolutely. But circumstances have risen, and
it's what it is.
You can't say anything else about it.
Yeah, and we're going to talk about some of these other circumstances that are coming up. Gabe, I see you, but we got to stop here. We got to give a big shout out to my guy Hubs. Hubs has come in here with a $5 super chats. Bless up, my brothers. Just here to support the best. Clash of the Podcast live every single Monday. Ease got me. I was just about to put that in there. Link popping up, man. Make sure you guys go subscribe to Hubbard Wrestling Weekly. We are going to be doing a show the Thursday before the Royal Rumble. It'll be me, Sean, Jesse. Hopefully James can make it to that as well. And we'll be making sure to show some support, man, and show some love. So make sure you guys do the same and check out Hubbard Wrestling Weekly. And thank you so much, my brother, for a $5 super chat. You don't have to do that, but we do appreciate it. That does help us get new equipment. I share the money with these guys when I can. So help a brother out, man. Let's see here. Going back into, who did we stop with? That was Jesus. Gabe says, what up, everyone? What's good, Gabe? Deanna showing some birthday love. We appreciate that. XG Dub was good. E says, hey, yo. Happy birthday. Great Dynamite.
Thank
Matt says happy birthday. See?
Thank you.
Conrad, I think the fan base is cooked. Too much nitpicking over little things. I think it's in, I don't know how to put this. It's in that state that, I don't even want to mention the other company's name. WWE was in a few years ago where you can't do nothing right. Like, that's wrong. Is it that bad? I don't think it's that bad. You know what I mean? Like, I can understand if you're like, oh, it doesn't feel like it once did. I always use me and E as an example. Listen, bro, I'm on here. I'm wearing a CM Punk shirt, right? There are people who watch this and they love AEW and they're gonna be like, yo, I can't stand that dude. Me and CM Punk. But there's not many people who are CM Punk fans, but I'm still an AEW fan. There's some people who have left. They picked up their ball and they went right over to WWE. And mark my words, we're about to get real right here, Derek. You see how Penta was treated? I'm going to tell you how Ricky Starks is going to get treated. And I promise you, you know how everyone's like, oh, MJF's cooked. He's not doing so hot. Why is he feuding with Jeff Jarrett? Mark my words. If tomorrow I told you MJF's contract is free, he says he's going over to WWE, I can bet money MJF becomes the hottest thing to some wrestling fans. I've been around for a long time. I've told people the games they're playing, Derek, this whole new TNA partnership, you're not fooling me, bro. I watched what happened with ECW, WCW, and WWE. This is a tale that's been played once before. Right. All right. do your history, do your research. I don't know how you stop it. I really don't. I couldn't tell you how, but this has happened before. You pay the third company enough money because you know that they don't have enough capital to even mess with you, but you make them do your bidding for you to create problems for number two. And then they're fighting with each other while you go and do whatever you want and take whatever you want from both companies.
Basically,
it's how they play these games. So be smart, people. That's all I'm telling you. I don't come in here. I'm not here to poo-poo on anything. I love Penta. Penta doing great. Sell those masks, baby. Get paid. You know what I mean? I'm a proponent of let Ricky Starks and Ray Phoenix go. You're going to hear more on that in a second.
right.
But, I wouldn't even say a second, at the end of this review. But sure. Got to be honest about what they are doing. Yes, to an extent. But I don't know. I call people back out though on the reverse nitpicks. And also I don't like when people don't give solutions to problems.
Right.
It's easy to complain about everything, but okay, well, what would be better? You know? How is Triple H Booker of the Year and Heyman got the bloodline? What else he got? I enjoy AEW. It's not cookie cutter WWE. And I like when there's two different products. I loved watching Saturday Night Wrestling when I was a kid. Like Johnny B. Bad, them. I'm like, oh, these are cool matches. Johnny B. Bad versus Arn Anderson. Cool. Like you can enjoy both. My Tony Khan diss track is finished. What up, Tokyo? What up? These smaller venues look great. Love the lighting, the projections on the back, big spotlights, great camera angles from above. I love that they're going to be in different ones every week, man. Right. Smaller venues are giving it a better look. At least it looks a lot more filled. Yeah. I believe the theater is for Las Vegas show in March. Yes, it doesn't seem like they're going to be doing Vegas and Double or Nothing. Me and Derek have been saying that for probably since they announced WrestleMania. I was like, don't do that show there. Nope. Don't do it. Nope. Go to Atlantic City. Why can't they announce a year in advance anymore? Wouldn't it have to have work countering tour by the Fed? Would it? Yeah, could be. We don't know that for sure. Rob said just 2 guys and a girl. Just 5 guys ain't going for that New Japan, Rob.
Right.
They ain't going for that. T-Ferg said, what's good, fellas? Okay, show. PAC is one of my favorites, but this Death Rider storyline ain't it. T-Ferg, I'm going to challenge you. Why isn't it, and how would you make it better? I will await. Oh, Rob is taking BJ's title. Goodness gracious. He says, like the vid, we appreciate that. In no way is AEW as bad as WWE were a few years ago. Yes, appreciate it, man. Appreciate it, man. Y'all gonna get signed one of these days. Take it easy, Hub. Take it easy.
My guy Hubs.
You make sure you check out Clash of the Podcast every Monday live at 6:05 Eastern Standard Time. Matt says all those Mercedes haters say she isn't as good as she was are the same ones begging her to go back to WWE and will react the same.
That's very true.
That is my entire point to all of this. It is a game. They are trying to, on a weekly basis. I tell Hub, I tell Derek, I tell anyone who will listen. I feel like they are trying to beat me into submission and to stop liking this product. Like they will tell you it's bad until if you think it's bad, then let it be bad. But they are trying to beat you down into submission of this. You know what I mean? Let's see here. Malachi Black, future speed champion. Remember I said that. I don't know about that, Hub. I think you could put him in the world title picture because what's he? Upper 30s? He's got to be a little older than me.
Let's see. I
think he's 39 or 40. It's now or never, bro.
Yeah.
It's now or never. Like, you got to let this guy rock out if that's what he's going to do. I would love to see him in the ring with Gunther and all that if they're going to do that. Speed champion. Come on now. Anthony Blackwell Jr. said, hey, Wrestling Content fam. Anthony, what's good, man? Appreciate you. 39. See? So it's now or never, man. If you're going to do something with Malachi, Aleister Black, whatever name he's going by now, Tommy N, you got to do something now with them.
Yeah.
Anthony, I appreciate you, brother. Thank you so much for popping in. Elite Easy E says Johnny B. Bad versus Arn Anderson getting 1.5 stars in GMO. Try Ray versus Kali, pal. We just got another announcement for that. We're getting the teases. Monday, Tuesday, we'll figure out what's going on with WWE 2K25. And make sure you guys check out EPW Games, man. Make sure you check that out. What's good, Delay Grats? Appreciate you, man. This is the AEW Dynamite review. Let's drop the Fed talk. If it comes up, I was making a point about people complaining about AEW, though. And me and Derek also have stated, like, if some of these other people go over to the other companies, they're going to be loved. Like,
they
nothing ever happened.
They will be.
Let me see here. Terrell says, to be fair, WWE and TNA only did that deal because of the success of Dynasty. Almost every wrestling company was at Dynasty except WWE and TNA. I don't think it's because of that, Terrell. There's a lot of other business dealings coming up that I think I've mentioned before on other shows. I think I mentioned it with Hubs on Monday. Yeah, there's TV deals on the line. If I can't have them, I would want my friends to have them. If I can convince you to get them instead, money, money, money.
Yes.
That's just some business love. But let's get into this review here, man. We went over the pay-per-views, everything that's happening. Wait. I want to promote this because I just thought this poster was cool. Don't forget, New Japan has Windy City Riot coming up Friday, April 11th in Chicago. Wintrust Arena. Make sure you're there for the final Ace appearance in the USA. Ace versus Alpha. Looking forward to that. All right.
Let's get it.
Dynamite tonight. This is the full rundown of the card, or at least what we thought, because they added a match and they took some away. There were some issues because of what's the word I'm looking for here? There were some issues because of weather, we'll say. It's snowing here in Buffalo. I'm actually under the weather today a little bit. I had to switch doctor's appointment to go see another doctor because I'm jacked up. Like, this snow is killing us. It's bad.
Yeah.
It's bad out in these streets, but
it's risque.
Not even a word. Not even a word, good sir. Will Ospreay, Kenny Omega go face to face. We're in the ring with our favorite dad, Tony Schiavone, and he's out there. He calls them both out, and ladies and gentlemen, things are getting off to a start. Will and Kenny face off, and they start talking about their past matchups.
Yes, sir.
They're getting into it. They mentioned Forbidden Door in Toronto. I want y'all to know that anytime that match gets mentioned, I think of Derek, because Derek was supposed to be at that show, and Derek missed it.
I did.
This man was talking about something. I'm on my way, and I'm like, bro, you ain't gonna make it to Canada this fast. Come on, bro. Come on. And I was just like, you ain't gonna make it, bro. He tapped out, I think, once he thought about it, like, nah, I can't.
Yeah.
But he missed Kenny Omega versus Will Ospreay. EPW award winner, actually, for match of the year. I love that match. It was great. It was fun. Sorry to rub this in, Derek, but it was a great match. So they had mentioned that, and then Kenny basically says he'll never team with him. He don't mess with Ospreay. Boom. Cuts out. Here comes Don Callis with that crappy music. Kenny Omega runs up on him like, yo, let's fight. After him and Will just had words saying they're not messing with each other, you know what happens from here. They get jumped. It's a beatdown, but they have to work together because it's 4-on-2 with this whole crew putting a beatdown on them, with Don calling traffic and running around. Derek's like, why does he look like that? Like, he's just like, do this, go over here. This ends up turning into a classic Memphis angle. Yep. The what is it? The Tupelo concession stand brawl. If you guys don't know your history in Memphis, I'm gonna provide you a little snippet. This was a beatdown that used to happen in the Tennessee shows back in the day in Memphis, and they would just be in the crowd brawling, going into the concession stands, all that. Same thing here. Merch tables getting broke, double suplexes. Derek saying, "Oh my!" And if you know who I'm making fun of, we're definitely friends. But he does like they do like moonsaults off the balcony. Like, these guys were bugging, bro. Bugging.
So fired.
Dude, so good, man. So good how they delivered here. I thought this was one of the better openings.
This was one of the better openings.
Yeah, 100%, man. I'm not a big fan of them saying restore the feeling. I saw Delay Gratch just say that and it reminded me of that. I don't stop saying restore the feeling. Yeah. You don't need to restore anything. You say the feeling is now. Yeah, say the feeling is now.
Let's create a moment. Let's go.
Because it just reminds people that we've been bad. Don't remind people at all of that and just say, yo, this is it right now. I'm telling you.
Right.
And I thought it was great. Kenny and Will said they're teaming up. They're taking it all the way down here in Australia. The match is made. It's going to be Konosuke Takeshita, Kyle Fletcher, Will Ospreay, Kenny Omega. TNT streaming on Max Saturday, February 15th. Let's go.
Yeah, buddy.
Now, Chad, I'm gonna have to ask you guys a question. Has anyone explained the time situation for this yet? Because isn't that All-Star Weekend, Derek?
Yeah. Right. Let's see. All-Star Weekend.
Because this is probably the last year that they're gonna have it, but I don't know who messed this up. I don't know if it's an AEW Max thing, but they got to figure out when they're going to stream this. I say just air it live when it comes out, and then let people just catch up on it when they're ready to.
Yes, 14th through the 16th.
There it is.
Yep.
I say just air it live on Max. That'll give people an incentive to buy Max if they want to see it live, and if not, you just show it in the spot of Collision whenever you're going to put it on that day.
Yeah, pretty much.
So yeah, that'll be the dunk contest night and the 3-point contest, right?
Yeah. You know what? Side note.
Don't come in here with this.
All-Star Weekend, I think they should get rid of the All-Star Game because they're not.
This is so mad random.
They should get rid of the All-Star Game and they should play ones or King of the Hill.
See, you know what I've always said? They should get all the free agents and let them ball out.
Right.
And let them just show off like why I should be on a team and have the trade deadline after that.
Play for a contract.
Because then a team will pick them up and they'll be like, oh man, I almost made up a name, but he definitely started. But like Trenton Hassel, one of my favorite like guys.
Right.
Trenton Hassel was balling. He played great defense. Utah Jazz are picking him up now.
Yeah.
And maybe you'll be interested in going to the games. It'll help pick up some buzz. But
yes.
I don't know if you can do something like that. You know what I mean? Like maybe you could do 2 games like rookie sophomores and then that as well. But I think they should do like something with the free agents.
Right.
My opinion.
Yeah, like if you're gonna have a game, that's the better idea. Get the rookies in there. Get the
and I think the NFL and all them should do it too.
They should
build 2 teams up, 2 people who you think could be possible coaches, or 2 college coaches come in, and then you're like, yeah, go ahead, do your thing.
That's what they should do. Well, like I said, King of the Hill or ones, because we watched the All-Star Game and it's just like, all right, are you guys really playing? Like, what are we watching here?
Having fun, brother. Having fun.
It's nice to have fun, but I want it to be good fun. Like this is like, all right, defense.
Right. Let's see here. I'm getting everybody. It snowed here in NYC back on Sunday. Polar vortex is hitting us all. That's a fact, Jack. I've had a good winter though. I can't complain. I live in Buffalo. Don't be knocking on wood there. This opening was fun. I loved it. Ice on the roads, planes being canceled. Yeah, that's true. I'm down on the block. Delay Grass said, so this opening restored the feeling, and Don Callis' music is called The Devil's Shirt.
Is it really?
Did not know that. Today I learned, bro. That is, Delay Grass, you better not be messing with us, bro. He's probably telling the truth. I'm not even kidding. Are you just about to type in the Devil's Shirts? You might get some bad results, brother. I don't know if I would do that. Yo, Don Callis did pop up, bro.
It definitely popped up. All right, let's see. It didn't pop up.
Just type in this theme. It should come up. I love the segment. Way to open up a show. Restore the feeling over cinema. Get rid of both of them, as far as I'm concerned.
Right.
There's no time listed for Grand Slam. I'll show you if they go live. It'll be at 2:30 a.m. I'll watch it when I wake up. That's fine with me. Will Ospreay low-key buried the Death Riders where he told Kenny, you come back at a bad time. Yo, terrible. Time zone difference because Australia 9 p.m. Yeah. I mean, listen, I'm just saying get it ready, man. Nah, Derek, they need the turn the games into Sunday in the NBA street, take the game outside to the streets.
Right. Yeah, I think it does come up as the Double Shirts.
Delay Grats, thank you for letting us know that. That is a crazy fact. If you ever need to put together like an AEW like trivia, put that on there. That's got to be like the final question. I won't even snitch it out if I see it.
Not even.
Omega has an on-site attitude when he sees Callis. Yeah, I love it though. Like that's how you make all that stuff happen.
Yeah.
What's with the soccer talk? Get back to wrestling. My bad. Yo, hostile crowd tonight.
Right.
I love it though. Drake needs to put Tony Khan in the lawsuit. He might. Don't make any jokes or watch anything live. Do you watching Grand Slam live? Wrestle Kingdom practice. Nah, Derek be having to catch them YouTube clips from us.
Yeah.
Most definitely. So we transition to that. So we know the tag match is made. We transition to another tag match.
Whew.
We hurt people. We hurt people. We hurt people. The Hurt Syndicate challenged Private Party for the tag titles. Yo. So, by the way, Kenny came out to battle cry. I'm not even looking at my notes. That's how I know I messed this up because I wrote it down. I love that. I think Battle Cry is the better theme. He could have that other one for pay-per-views and stuff. I don't care about that. But Battle Cry to me is more upbeat and I feel it a little bit more. This, though, Private Party came out to that flex on them, and then it was shots when they got up to the corner. And I was like, interesting. Not a bad idea to try to blend those two. What'd you guys think of that? Like, I was like, and I have thoughts here. So listen, Private Party got annihilated in this match. I'm not even about to play around with y'all. Not even about to kid around. Derek saw them get caught. Who went through the table? Isaiah Cassidy?
Yeah.
Just, done. Bobby Lashley just ended this man.
Done.
Have a good night. Shelton Benjamin's out here German suplexing people. I think they caught, what was it, 2 spears? Like, they tried, bro, but you couldn't do it. I think it's shameful for how Private Party's been booked so far.
It has been.
Mark this down when people say I don't criticize. Once again, take out your pen, write it down. They were shamefully booked. Anything like that, people will say like, no, Private Party sucks. Private Party was not given a fair shot. They haven't been given a fair shot in this company at all, really. Like, they'll have these good matches with the Young Bucks. They got stuck in that Hardy Boy stuff for a while. Jeff shows up, and then it looks like they're going to finally get like something going with them. Right. We know what happened with Jeff. Not going to get into it. One of the reasons, like, I'm done with them. And we get them the tag titles. It's a big deal, and then we only have one defense. That's you got to put these guys on TV. And I noticed tonight when they did the shot stuff, like, people were feeling that. And I was like, yo, you've got something here. So, Tony, I also don't want you to just look at this as like, oh, Private Party's cooked. Like, let's do something with them.
Because they're not cooked. But you have to give them an opportunity to do what they're going to do and see how the crowd takes to them. The crowd loves them, but you can't back them if you don't see them.
You got to see what you have here with them. And I think that they just you have to be willing to go with it. Yeah. Your tag division, the tag division is in such a weird state because what did we say back at All In? Your best 3 teams are Young Bucks, FTR, Acclaim. That was in no order. Well, guess what? Collision, the Acclaim, looks like they broke up. So now you only have FTR and the Bucks. The Bucks are gone. They're in New Japan, IWGP Tag Champs.
So all you got is FTR.
FTR's here, and they've been hanging out with other people because you have to get them out of the title picture because we're kind of like, we've seen this multiple times now. What's different about it? I personally think FTR needs to go heel.
Yeah, oh, absolutely.
The Young Bucks put back on the streamers, bro. Whatever it's called. Put on the tassels, bro.
Yeah, tassels. Like if you get them back to what they were before, I think, because we all hated them the way that they are now, but then if you get them out of this and then bring them back to what they were before. Wow.
Someone liked it probably. But I hear you. I hear what you're saying. You have something here with this tag division. Now you got Archer and Cage together. Mm-hmm. Leo Rush, Action Andretti. You have Top Flight. You have teams. You need to put them in matches. And I'm talking about matches that will let them succeed, Derek. Like, let these guys go on Collision. Let's just have a tag match. And you're like, yo, you got 25 minutes. For what? Do whatever, bro. Go to work.
Prove it to us why you deserve to be in this spot.
Oh, you want a special match here with so-and-so? Well, what's the best way to utilize it? Tonight, you guys have 15 minutes. Go out there, go crazy. Tell a story. Let's do it. It's there. It's there. Just you just have to try. That's all I'm saying. And I get it. There's a lot of people who want time. Find it. Figure it out. Make your divisions matter at the least. Pay attention to that. Matt Lopez said they hurt people. No, they destroy people.
Right.
I'm glad Hurt Syndicate won, and I'm hoping that'll put the championships on a bigger mantelpiece. TNT belt on Ricochet. I don't think Ricochet needs it right now. Let Garcia keep it, in my opinion.
Right.
Steak, egg, and cheese, and a mug root beer. Ooh. Ooh.
No to the first part.
That bowl gonna be hollering your name.
Right. Like that.
Too much doo-doo make a man insane.
That's real doo-doo.
That root beer gonna be going wild. I don't know if I could do it. E. That's a root beer with a steak, egg, and cheese breakfast sandwich, bro. That's gonna go crazy. That's a Home Depot bathroom recipe. Where's your restroom? Yo, who's in there?
I'm retaining a lot of grease.
Yo, wild conversations right now. Wild conversations. Private Party got destroyed. Square Enix. Private Party's title booking was horrible. Absolutely.
It was.
Have them with Mark or DG to win the trios titles. You could definitely do that.
Oh, yeah.
Mark Briscoe lost people for the conglomerations. Is that still a thing or what? You know? Truthfully, I figured Private Party would lose it to Cage and Archer. Nah, I don't think they were going to do that just yet. They could have. I want a Private Party should have gotten destroyed, but yeah, they in that Wardlow, Brian Cage, Gates of Agony zone that Hobbs was stuck in. Gotta get out of it. We need Super Kick, Party, Young Bucks. They should have been champs the first year when the belts were tied up with Kenny and Hangman. Yes.
Not wrong.
And Kenny and Hangman were supposed to have that reign. I hope people know that. That was supposed to be Santana and Ortiz, but something happened. Cray says TK is clueless. Well, when it comes to this, I will agree right now. Private Party and Will are some of the best sellers in AEW. Shelton and Lashley remind me of Doom. Good team. Tony Khan can't book for nothing. Delayed Grats. I don't know if you're still in here, if you're listening to this later, but this is exactly what I was talking about right here. Like, I won't say nothing, but definitely some improvements could be made.
Oh, yeah. Big improvements are needed. And I think it has to happen where Tony has to just step away and then let someone else take over. It's still your product. It's still your toy. Like,
but people don't step away from that, Derek. Like,
you're gonna have to though.
But think about it like this: would you step away? Let's say you are a baseball team owner. You love baseball,
right?
You acquire the Blue Jays, or you start the Expos. There you go. Think of it like that. You brought back a team. And they're like, Derek, what do you want to do? And you're just having fun, setting people up, getting people meeting the guys. And then someone's like, Derek, you know, we're not doing so hot as we were the first 4 or 5 years when you started. I just want you to step back. But you're having fun doing it. Would you be like, no? Or it's all your money on the line. Are you going to trust? Who are you going to get, bro?
Right, yeah.
It goes back to what I've said. There ain't no Bill Watts that's going to come save you. Not that he was anyway, but you know what I mean? Like, there's nobody that's like, oh, if you get this guy, it's guaranteed to get better. Right. That doesn't exist. You're gambling no matter what. Then if it gets worse, then what are you going to say? Man, we should have kept TK. Well, he already showed that he doesn't have confidence in himself because he stepped down.
Right, yeah.
You run into issues.
All right, touche.
I'm just saying, it goes both ways. Private Party needs a manager. Where's Stokely? Yo, where is Stokely?
Yeah, where is Stokely?
No clue. We need him back, though. I believe that for sure. Highlights and a reminder to watch Collision. We have Tony Storm and Mariah May. They are going to be on Collision this week, and they are going to have a face-to-face in Jacksonville, Daly's Place. Looking forward to this. I really like that they showed the history between the two, everything that's happened, the build-up, the lead-up. Collision is an important show to watch. I think Collision's been better lately after they got rid of Rampage.
Yeah. Is it face-to-face or face-to-face to face?
Here you go. Harvey Dent in the house, y'all. Harvey Dent. Collision's got a lot of matches that are going to be happening on it. We just mentioned Daniel Garcia. We got the return of 2.0, Daddy Magic and Cool Hand Ange. They're going to be taking on the Undisputed Kingdom, Adam Cole, Kyle O'Reilly, Roderick Strong. Watch that match. I'm telling you, look at Strong and Kyle O'Reilly.
Yep.
Better tag team. Sorry, Red Dragon. And we also have the Gates of Agony taking on Brody King and Buddy Matthews. More on them momentarily, so stick with us. Back to what we were saying here. Karen yelled at Jeff Jarrett for like turning into his old self last week, you know, running down MJF's girl. She didn't like it, and Jeff said he's got it. He gets ready to go out to that ring, and Jarrett just let Maxwell, I'm here to let you know that a beatdown's coming. And I just can't stop looking at like the 3 tones of Jeff Jarrett's like mustache, the hair. I'm like, yo, what is going on with Double J, man? But he's out there crushing it. He can cut a good promo. He's selling everybody. And then he called out Moxley, which was different. Going back to his world title situation. Death Rider's music hits. He's waiting for him. And Claudio European uppercutted this man on his arse. Just down he goes. And he said, before you get to Moxley, old man, like you got to go through me.
Right. And
he said, well, how about if I beat you, I get a title shot? It looks like Claudio has accepted on behalf of the Death Riders. So good old Double J, you have to pull this one out, man.
Man,
if this was before he made that comment for the title, I'd say Claudio's probably going to wipe the floor with you.
Right.
But he's got a chance.
You know what? I think Claudio will still do it, but it'll be like the what's the situation? Is it Cain and Abel? Well, not Cain and Abel.
The brothers. What? Which?
No.
Joseph in the Cloak. Don't make me. Come on now. No, I'm ready. I'm ready for my Veggie Tales. I got this.
One with the guy and the giant. Oh my God.
Goliath.
Yes, David and Goliath.
Yeah, come on, man. This is wrestling.
I know, but that's the tall order right there. That's the tall order.
That tall order is that root beer, steak, egg, and cheese. That's the tall order. That's what Ego sent us a picture of that and said, I got the tall order today, brother. Don't eat it at work.
Listen, I don't know.
This is your third 15-minute break today.
I don't know.
Turn that walkie-talkie off.
Right. I don't know how you're gonna survive because root beer is like sharp going down, and there's a lot of carbonation in that. I don't know how well that's gonna work with that.
I might add this to Derek's meal the one day we ever do a bet, bro. I swear to you. Because we couldn't play Fight Forever. Me and Derek were going back and forth about that. But if we ever make a bet, bro, I promise you, Derek gonna eat that. It's gonna be that with a cream soda or a root beer. Payment is coming.
Yo, the day off is coming the next day, bro.
Delayed grads say Gates of Agony are about to take that L. I fear so.
They are.
I think they're really a good tag team, though. Like, I really like Khan a lot. Like, Khan is my dude. And he's like some of my tweets about it. I'm like, why has he always got to lose, man? Like, come on. Butcher, too, though. I love the Butcher. Like, these guys should be flourishing then in Ring of Honor.
They should.
There's roles for you.
They should be. Another team that's being misused.
He's I'll give TK the pass till he books himself in a doo-doo rag or saying, I will not repeat Vince McMahon's words on here, but yes. Jeff versus Claudio in the same city where the first NWA TNA pay-per-view aired. That's right. That is right. After we get to that, we get into a little bit of a nice one that TK added at the last minute. AR Fox versus Swerve Strickland. This was fun.
This was good.
This wasn't their Lucha Underground stuff. I know. If you've ever seen Killshot and the homie go off, this is one of the best. This is probably in my top 3 favorite Lucha Underground matches of all time. Feud, whatever you want to call it. He is Dante Fox in Lucha Underground, but great story of how they are brothers. Like, if you've never seen the match between them, go out of your way to find it. But good wrestling here. And these guys did a tremendous job of just getting things through. And then it reminded you of when they were together before.
Yep.
And Swerve gets the win, man. House call, game over, done. You see Swerve, they show the hands like reuniting, and I was like, oh, that's pretty cool. They could do something with this. I don't know how TK, I don't know if he's feeling AR Fox anymore or whatnot, but great talent. Swerve picks him up, and then all of a sudden we see Nana, who chased Ricochet. He came out with the scissors, and Nana chased to the back with a lead pipe. Ricochet sitting there like bald head and all. No bald slander in the chat. And he has the gold scissors up to him. He was like, I could end you right now. And he was like, last week you bullied me. I'm going to tell you guys all about it. He said, in Atlanta, we got a match. And they're building up to this big crescendo, this big matchup. Swerve ends up coming back out later. I'm going to say this now so I can skip over it later. And he said, I might catch you in Atlanta, dog. Before then, I'm going to definitely try to catch you, though. and he's going to go after him. I love how Nana looks shook up in the back behind him. You're telling a great story here.
Yep.
The stuff what people are interested in, Kenny and Will, Hurt Syndicate, Swerve Strickland, Ricochet. Just putting it out there. Pay attention to what people are feeling right now. Tony and Mariah.
Yep.
Peep game. So I'm interested in this. I like what they did here. Very good.
Yeah. This will be a good stretch for them. This will be a really good stretch for them.
Right? Both those things are true stories. Sad. Yeah. Killshot versus Dante Fox, one of the greatest hardcore matches ever. Ricochet, aka Psycho Steve Urkel. Are Ricochet's glasses real? Those lenses look thick AF. Yo, listen. As a brother who wears thick lenses as well, and that's bald, we can't be doing that. Come on now. Come on. I don't know. I don't know if his glasses are real though. I always see him in glasses. I feel like when he was at like premieres or Hall of Fames and stuff. Maybe he just likes wearing them, but he always wears glasses. So I don't know. Delay Gratz, he might be.
It'd be nice to know. So right. Something small. You'd be like, okay, all right.
T Ferg says I wouldn't mind see AR Fox click up with Swerve. Prince Nana look like Red getting punked by Debo. My grandma gave me that chain. So afterwards, you guys may be wondering tonight, we had a big matchup with Nick Wayne and Samoa Joe announced, but we mentioned it before. Due to flight cancellations for winter weather, we must postpone tonight's Samoa Joe versus Nick Wayne match to a future date. The match will be rescheduled, and we're all going to come together and have a great show tonight. It starts very soon. Well done, TK. He put that out there. A little sad that it's not going to happen.
Right.
But I'm interested to see where this story goes. I hope Joe remembers what Jericho did as well, but they might be retconning a lot of stuff.
Yeah. As
they call it in the industry. Derek, another one of my matches that I enjoyed tonight, though. Julia Hart, Jamie Hayter, too. Got a rematch tonight, and I skipped like 3 things. Hold on, y'all. That's on me. My bad. New York Minute. This is why I probably want to skip it. Chris Jericho. He started talking. I don't know if Hobbs is about to beat this dude for the belt. I don't know if you guys have thoughts on this, but Jericho kind of runs down Big Bill a little bit. Says, "What are you gonna do about it, Big Bill?"
Right.
And tells Big Bill to call out Hobbs. He says, "I'm coming to Collision in Jacksonville. I'm gonna come find you." Right. And Powerhouse sends the message right back saying, "Yeah, well, you can come find me." This is later on in the show. He said, "Yeah, come find me and let's do this."
Right.
Is this Powerhouse Hobbs beating Jericho? Is this the story where they're going like, Chad, tell me if I'm wrong in thinking that? I've been thinking this now for like a couple weeks because they're building Hobbs up for something. I feel like I hope I'm not wrong in this.
They are, but I don't know. I don't know how I feel about Hobbs dealing with Jericho and them.
What do you mean by that, sir? What do you mean by dealing with them? Like being in a story with them?
Yeah. Because I feel like if you keep the story the way that it is with them, I feel like that's the main story for them. Like,
work with who's that?
I guess, but is that the route that you want to go with Hobbs?
I mean,
and then start like give him that title, and then start him back over again.
Well, he'll be in Ring of Honor. He'll be carrying what you have to decide kind of what is Ring of Honor going to be, and you need people who are going to be on the brand to carry the brand.
Yeah, you definitely are. I don't know, bro. I this whole Jericho situation, I don't care for it. It's not good. It's not good. I don't know, bro. Because you could go with Hobbs to get the title, put him on Ring of Honor for however many months.
Matt said all in. That's a long time, bro.
Yeah.
Now you got to do this joint by like Revolution, I'm thinking, or Supercard at the latest. Supercard
something. Yeah, I don't know, bro. I just don't think. I just don't think this is the route that you go with it, because I have the feeling that they're pushing him towards the heavyweight title.
Hobbs? Like he's going to be in the mix?
Yeah.
You could. I mean, some people are starting to believe he's a world champion.
I think he can be, but if you go to.
I told you, man, if it were up to me, I was thinking about, he beats Moxley and you have him do the Lex Luger, bro. I'm talking that Nitro one before Road Wild, Hog Wild, whatever it was. Like people, NWO are trying to get in the ring, clothesline, forearm, clothesline. Like he knocks everyone down, rack him, baby. And then you just have the ref go, oh, Moxley quit, he quit. And then people go nuts and you're like, Powerhouse Hobbs, it's your time, dude. Like we gotta call audible here. Like do it. It's on you. You're a main eventer now.
That's what I feel. I feel like Hobbs is a main eventer. I feel like Hobbs can win the title, but if you go this route with Jericho, let him run the gauntlet for a while, but then you have to start him back over, and then it's like, okay, well, do we really want to start him back over for the heavyweight title on AEW?
That's true. I had a storyline idea for Jericho, but I don't know if he would want to go for it. Like, I think he'd be mad, but I say you just beat this dude down and have him do like the one last challenge for the world title.
Yeah.
And you either have him win it if he's sticking or I don't know though. People probably get mad at that. I don't know what to do with Jericho. Like honestly, I'm at a loss. Andrew Lima says Hobbs is that dude. He'll be in title contention once this awful Death Rider story thing runs its course. I hope you're right, Andrew. I hope you're right. Thank you for joining us, man. Appreciate you guys. Like I said, hit that like button if you're new in here and subscribe if you're new in here. Beast Mortos has been on ROH lately too. That is true. I like Beast Mortos. No Hobbs Jericho, please. Yeah, I'm just trying to figure out what is the direction we're going here. And Big Bill should probably be in the main event too. Look at those reactions he was getting in England.
Yeah, like Big Bill is doing this thing.
Big Billy.
Yeah, I just don't want to see Hobbs go the route of like the I'm taking a detour just to get to where I need to be instead of just taking that straight line.
Right. And T Ferg, I think Delay Gratz hit it right here when he said Jericho said Knoxville is next to the Rocky Mountains. I think he meant to say Smoky Mountains. Jericho's new shtick is getting local details wrong. 100%. Jericho does got to drop to somebody soon. Yeah. Thanks, Delay Gratz. I've been tuning out the learning tree lately. Don't blame me, brother. Don't blame you one bit.
No, not at all.
Not one bit, T Ferg. MJF kicked a local indie guy out the ring, ran down Jeff Jarrett. Did all that quickly, and then we got a match between Hangman and the local guy. MJF kicked out the ring, clothesline, game over.
Right.
We saw highlights of what happened. Dude, if you didn't see Collision, that Texas death match, thing of beauty. Hangman has taken the fallen, what is it called now? The Angel's Wings, I think it is. From Christopher Daniels, he's now putting that into his moveset. Basically, Hangman has retired Christopher Daniels.
Right.
And Daniels basically said, you won, are you happy now? But it seems like it's still not enough for him. And him and MJF, when they passed, there was something there.
Right.
Something there. It's kind of the World Heavyweight Championship match we never got.
Yeah.
Because I feel like if Punk never came in, that was where we were going.
Yeah. Yeah.
But Punk came in, they're like, all right, well, we want to go to Punk MJF anyway, so we'll do Punk Hangman title, and then Punk will drop the belt to MJF.
Right, yeah.
Which kind of happened, but it happened clunkily.
It would have definitely happened that way.
Yeah, so very interesting, man. Jericho has to drop the world title someone, and Supercard isn't going to be in Vegas for Mania weekend. Doesn't need to be. I'm actually glad that they're not palling around and doing that.
Yeah, because they will.
Harley Cameron challenging Mercedes Moné. Harley Cameron, truly talented individual. Love the guitar stuff. Way better than the rap stuff she did in the past. Don't do that no more. Don't do that. Skip.
Don't do that.
They had Harley Cameron show that I like that she's crazy. She's talented. She can do all these things. And maybe you just have her show off her talents, but give her the match with Mercedes, I say. Yes. I don't know if that's for Australia, if they're going to build this up for Revolution, but I say have Mercedes give her the title shot.
Why not? What is it going to hurt? What is it going to hurt?
Right? Wrestling's Real. What's good, Wrestling's Real? Appreciate you, man. Thank you so much for joining us. Wrestling's Real says, Christopher Daniels has wrestled in every main promotion in America. Wish his final match was on a bigger stage. Yeah, Derek, I don't know if you remember this, but he spent a little time in WCW, WWF. You know who's going to be the higher power? Really? At one point he was considered for it, but someone probably was like, he's too small. He can't do this, so
Right.
Other rumors were Jake the Snake and $1 Million Man, for those who don't know. But WCW, WWF, he wrestled in ECW. He wrestled it, and I'm talking like the legitimate ECW, like Heyman ran it. He wrestled there. NWA, New Japan, Noah. You say it, he's been there. He's been all around the world, man. So respect to him for his international like wrestling stardom. Like, good for him.
Right.
Loving this post show, by the way, from Rhode Island. Shouts out to Rhode Island, man. We appreciate you. We're in Buffalo, man. So
up?
Yeah.
Rhode Island.
So yeah, I know you guys get the cold weather too. So much love, man. Going back into this. Mercedes Harley Camp. Chat, this is a question I want you to ponder on or answer in the comment section below. Do you miss the ranking system? Because the ranking system would help with some of this stuff, because like you said, it doesn't matter, but shouldn't it?
It should. It should, because who really deserves a title shot? You know what I mean?
It checks your booking too. Like, the people who are getting title shots need to be winning. Or it doesn't make sense. Well, why are you getting a title shot? Now we're kind of in this la-di-da world, and you're just like, yeah, sure, why not? Title match. Go ahead.
Yeah. Go in that route. I definitely feel like it'll help smooth it out. Get better direction to what we're trying to achieve.
A little bit. Which title shot should she give Harley? Mercedes got like 50 belts. Interesting. Maybe they do the Rev Pro title. Why not?
Yeah.
British Commonwealth, baby. Yeah, put that one on the line. Get it going. We mentioned Mercedes. All right, so now we're back at the spot I wanted to talk about here. Julia Hart, Hayter. This was a fine match. I really like it. Solid work here. I wish they would have gave these ladies a little bit more time. I think their third match, you got to give them some time here.
Oh, yeah.
Let them work for a little bit and let them do their thing. But I had fun watching this match. I thought they did good. I love Julia Hart's like character, and I love Hayter's in-ring work and what they've done. I still feel like that Miz stuff's gonna have to come into play here, maybe. Or are they retconning this because now it's different?
I don't know, bro. Like I feel like you can't retcon it because you've done it twice already. Because
it seems like they're still like the House of Black, but they're not the House of Black. Like they're like, there's no leader, there's this, there's that. And they aired that video after this too, which felt weird. I know I'm jumping all over the place too, but it felt weird to air the video after. Maybe they should have did it before. That's a slight nitpick, but whatever. But then again, you didn't want to do it before because then you showed her losing and the new group has a loss already, but you needed to get the wins here so that they can have the rubber match.
Right, yeah.
I like it. I thought that Haterade for the win. Jamie Hayter hits the clothesline, the lariat, knocks Julia out of her boots, and picks up the dub. So I don't know. So you think they're going to keep some of the House of Black traits because you're a fan of that work?
Yeah, I think so. It's sad. Like I said, we're going to have to move on without Malachi. But if they structure it correctly, it can be done. It can be done because you got three capable bodies who can perform and do what they got to do. You got three capable bodies that can do a promo, and it may not be the greatest, but they could do it where it's to the point where like, okay, that was pretty good. That was good. Oh, okay, that was really good. You know what I mean? So you can still do a lot with the House of Black. Just have to do it. You just have to do it right.
Get them some wins, and then you have to establish our Brody and Buddy a tag team or our Brody and Buddy singles.
Right.
They're teaming up this weekend against Gates of Agony. So we'll see.
Right.
And you know what? That's another solid tag team, though, in the tag division. You can put those belts on them.
You can. And honestly, I would not be surprised if they do it sooner than later.
Right. Matt Lopez says, I think the ranking system makes sense. Who was in line for a title shot helped the story. I didn't have an issue with it when you were doing it. As long as you're keeping track, like you can still just do these matches, just keep track of who's winning.
Right. Basically.
And they're doing it. So why not apply it to what we're doing?
Right. Exactly.
Jesus said to check my PMs. I saw you. You're funny. This is a damn good match between Hayter and Hart. Yes, I do agree, Conrad. Rankings kind of do need more, especially with the Harley feud with Mercedes, because it's like she said, she never wins matches. You could do it though, where if the champion decides to grant you a match, they could.
They definitely could.
Like, you just need champion's permission to do it. Otherwise, you need to get some wins,
right?
Because that's the sport element that AEW always had to it.
Yep.
The Miz didn't change Harley or Jamie. Maybe it is different now. Could be, but maybe you could still add it to it.
Yeah.
Did y'all notice Hayter did the same thing Ospreay did with Matthews? A nice promo to really give the rub to the House of Black guys. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Brody and Buddy will be fine without Malachi. Julia can still lead them.
All right.
Mm-hmm. Brody and Buddy versus Lashley and Shelton should be fun. That'll be woo. The work in that one's gonna be crazy.
Yeah, it is.
That's definitely gonna be a match for like double or nothing or something. Then Tony will be like, tag team Casino Gauntlet. Chill on that match, Tony. Need you to chill. The singing moment made me a Harley fan. No, Harley's super talented. Like I said, the only one I haven't liked that she ever did was the rap stuff, where I was like, don't ever do that again.
Yeah,
but I think I'm sensitive to it because I used to rap. Derek used to rap with me, by the way. And when we used to rap, I don't like when I take hip hop kind of more serious probably than some people do. And I'm like, yeah, don't do that, please.
Right.
Don't make a mockery of what we do. Darn it. We talked about Hobbs. We checked off what happened with them. Next week is going to be Will Ospreay versus Brian Cage. And in 2 weeks, Derek, Ricochet versus Swerve in Atlanta. That might be fire. I think that's going to be the beginning of a match that's going to lead into it's going to be a street fight. Something crazy is about to happen. Lights out.
Yeah, big time.
Yeah, let them go to work.
Something will be put on the line and heavily pushed.
Yeah, them scissors. Right into someone's dome.
Right.
Rated R Superstar Cope versus the Trios champion PAC. And I said it like that on purpose. Cope ends up hitting a spear from behind. Super pause, but super play. Spear from behind. And he ends up getting the victory in this match here with a TKO, as they called it on commentary. And backstage, for those who don't know, Rock and Roll Express was here again because they're in the South. They promoted them as probably the meet and greet special. Right. Which I like that. Like, give the legends a meet and greet if they're in the town. Like, yeah, come on in.
Absolutely.
Get some money with us. And they're backstage. Them FTR got tied up into a chair. That was actually what Jesus sent me a picture of Cash Wheeler in the chair. And underneath it was Ray Phoenix. That was a little bit of a funny. So they do that. They put the beat down on him. Copeland looks like he wants to, and he said, stay right there because we're coming for you next.
Right.
Copeland stays in the ring. Here come the Death Riders. Bruh, what were we thinking? Derek, your boy Cope, I don't know what he's doing, but he got mollywopped here by Yuta and the homies.
He definitely did.
They just put a beat down on him. Marina Shafir's in there. Jay White's music hit, bro. Every time I hear the beginning of that theme, I think of Tony Khan getting scared, bro. Just like that. Oh, no. Jay White was about to catch him with a Blade Runner, and that Captain Planet little weasel, Wheeler Yuta, hits another low blow. Yo, Jay White got to take him out, bro. That's the opener for one of these pay-per-views.
Yeah.
Bro. Give them like 10, 15 minutes, bro, and Jay White's got to beat him up, bro.
That's got to happen. Jay White, Wheeler Yuta.
By the way, sidebar, bring the guns back for that tag division, bro.
Yes. Where are they?
They had Hangman take him out when he was feuding with Hangman. So that, because it wouldn't make sense, like, why wouldn't the guns just jump them then? Because they're a crew.
Right.
But that's why they had him take him out, but we haven't seen them since. Bring them back into the fold, I think, with the tag mix.
Yeah.
So after that, Jay White gets jumped. Copeland gets beat down. Goes off the air with that. People boo. The end of the show. Derek, your overall thoughts really quickly on it. Like,
not bad. Opener was fire. The tag team match for the titles was fire. Jamie Hayter and Julia Hart, fire. I think we can get to a point where you're not going to be 100%. You're not going to be 100%. You might hit that a couple times here and there, You're gonna have some slip ups, maybe. Even if you don't have any slip ups, you might have like matches that just didn't hit the way that they needed them to. But overall, I thought it was a good show.
Yeah, for a TV show, like cool.
Yeah,
whatever. Delay Grass, I used to rap too. Rap gifts. Clown, evening, brother. Welcome. Ways to improve the Death Rider story: break them up. PAC to House of Black, Yuta to ROH. Mox was always better as the lone wolf. Claudio singles push. We're missing out on good matches with him. I mean, I still think you're getting a lot of good matches with Claudio. Yuta to ROH, I think they should have did that before. Like, I thought him and Garcia should have been like the heavyweight picture there. And PAC would fit in House of Black or with the Death Riders. I mean, PAC disappears a lot too, though.
Yeah.
So you got to be careful of that.
Yeah, that one's tough. Like if he's here, it works pretty well. But if he's not here, then you're kind of like,
They did give PAC a cool video package to remind you, like, this dude's a threat. Like, he beat Kenny Omega. He did this. He did that.
Right. And it sucks, too, because, like you said, PAC makes great promos. I think PAC coming in to help the House of Black helps a lot.
Right. Delay Grass said the crowd went mild. Matt said Yuta needs that beating. The Death Riders are putting on great matches. It's the story that needs work.
Right.
Yeah. Well, they're going to have to work on that and try to fix that. So me and Derek are basically saying solid show. I don't think we're giving even like the full thumbs up, but solid, bro. Like,
it's solid.
There shouldn't be too many complaints. Today, we got word about Ricky Starks. Derek, quickly with these stories. We got two that we're going to cover. Ricky Starks allegedly asked for his release. There's been a lot coming out about this. I said it earlier, man. I think TK should just release these people, bro. Like, if you don't want to be here and all that, I know he doesn't want to feel like, and this is going to come back on the fans too. I don't want to see this like, yo, this is just like when the Radicals went to WWF. Like, Don't do that. Don't hype it up like that. Don't do that, because then the more you're like, thanks for Penta, like, then that's why these situations happen. Like, absolutely not. We're not doing that. So be cool. I say you just let these people go. If you're not going to use them, you're like, that's great. I'm not paying you anymore, though. Like, you're not getting your full contract.
No full contract whatsoever, but you will still get paid pretty well, but no full contract.
Yeah.
If you're not going to stay.
Yeah, just load them up and say, here you go. Do your thing. Cool. So, I don't know, man. Ricky had some gripes, I guess. I think it's, I don't want to get into the super deep part of like who people are friends with and agents and you said this, well, you said that. Like, there's a lot of blame that can go here too.
Way too much that could happen. That could be blown out of proportion, and we don't need that.
Absolutely. And the other story revolves around Britt Baker, allegedly Tony Khan being sick of Britt Baker and the shenanigans going on, which, if that's true, okay, I guess I kind of get it if we believe all the other rumors.
Yeah.
At the same time, you got other podcasters who won't be mentioned on here talking about personal stuff with Britt Baker. I think that's not cool.
Yeah.
Like, this is why I don't mention their personal lives ever really too much. Like, I try not to get into all of like, oh, this is who's in love with who, and this is the rumor with it. Like, none of my business, bro.
Right. Yeah.
Like, I might mention you're dating someone. That's as far as we'll go. The end.
That's
like,
it.
you know, and I try not to even mention that sometimes too. Like, I've never once mentioned who Harley Cameron was with previously or any of that. You know what I mean? If they mention it on TV, great. But no reason to try to hurt these people's feelings. Like, they go through enough stuff without it. You know what I mean? Like, they probably feel like their life's a tabloid, which they're famous. I get it. But I leave it alone. Personally, I try to avoid that stuff. Like, let's focus on the wrestling here. Yeah. Britt Baker, me and Derek were talking about this earlier. This ain't the same Britt Baker's world like it used to be, man. This ain't 2020 anymore.
Nope.
If you go back from the beginning, I will tell you the truth. At first, I wasn't feeling Britt Baker. I don't remember if you remember how you felt, Derek, but I know I wasn't feeling Britt Baker. And then Britt Baker shut me up. Like, yo, I'm good. I'm proving myself here right now.
Yeah. I think the Britt Baker situation in the beginning, it was tough trying to get that. And then once we got to like around 2020, then that's when things started taking off for her. But in the same token of breath, everything that's going good for you is going bad for you as well.
I just think, like, if you believe any of that stuff that was in the locker room, the toxic stuff that you heard happening, like, you don't want that around. Thunder Rosa and her have problems, MJF and this and that.
Yeah.
And maybe she's just sticking up for herself. Maybe this is one of those, some people say when you're sticking up for yourself, you're being defensive.
Right.
And when you defend yourself, it sounds like you're being defensive, as people always say. That's words from CM Punk's podcast. But Cole Cabana's podcast with CM Punk as the guest. I don't know. I don't know what to say here. Like, I don't know what's the best answer for the Britt Baker thing. I think that this is going to come down to the division has elevated, which is a good thing. I'm not mad at it. The division is elevated, but it's not the same division when you were on top of it.
Right. Yeah.
And we appreciate what you've done for it.
Right.
We can still have you in the mix, but I'm just saying, like, there's going to be turns right now. Like, if someone's more over, then that's who's on top. Sorry to say it.
Yeah. It's tough because it definitely took a while to get into Britt Baker, and but then there was a stretch where we were like, yo, Britt is on fire. But now I feel like we're back at that stretch because at the not so good stretch because of the things that you're doing.
And Tony's booking doesn't help either. Like, you can't have her on, take her off. You started that other feud with her and Serena Deeb and the whole who cares thing, which I don't really like that either.
Right, yeah.
But then you can't be like, you're off, then you're on again. Now she's disappeared again for a little bit of time. And it's like, well, what's up, man? Is she back or no? Is she a thing? Is this like, it feels weird.
Right, exactly.
And I get that he cycles people, but come on.
Right. But I think, in my opinion, it's time to move on away from Britt Baker. Right now, with the said rumors that are happening that involve her, I think you need to step away from her for a minute, reset yourself, and get everything under control before you even decide to think if you're going to bring her back for it.
Delay Grat says, I think 2K was writing too many, or TK, excuse me, I said 2K. I think TK was writing too many guaranteed contracts in the past where they can effectively walk and not get a penalty. I bet contracts today have protections against this behavior.
I'm sure they do, but
he also let people walk, and he's probably like, I probably shouldn't have did that.
Yes.
He could have exercised the option on Cody. He didn't. He could have probably kept Regal. He didn't. Britt went off on those talking about her personal life. Yeah. Dynamite did a recap for the Kenny Ospreay segment late in the show. Yes, they did.
They did, yeah.
Remember those video packages everybody wanted? There it is.
There you go.
I remember the Britt segments during the pandemic. She was doing really good, the heavy lifting back then.
She was.
Britt as a babyface was mid, and then she went heel. Then the Thunder Rosa Lights Out match made her, but yeah, not her division anymore. If Britt goes back into the mix, she needs to show why she needs to be over top with people like Tony, Mariah, Willow, Chris, Mercedes, Jamie. Yeah, and I thought her and Jamie had a pretty good thing going, but then they didn't revisit that either. Right. Like, yo, one thing AEW's got to do, we got to put the bull to the side. The bullshit's got to be put to the side and do what's best for the story every time. Like, I don't care. We're doing what's best for the story. Mm-hmm. I don't care who you don't want to work with. This is garbage, and you're messing up my writing, and I don't have time for this.
Right.
So you either do what we need to do, or you could walk. Pick.
And sad to say, I definitely feel like that's the route that they're going to go. Is you need to pick on what.
And that's not for her. That's for anybody.
Right. You need to pick what you're going to do. Either you're with us or you're not.
Right. And Jesus just brought up Megan Bain. They showed the video package for her. She was good, but I need her to wrestle. Megan Bain's in the mix too. Yeah, she's been traveling the globe.
Yeah.
And that's the other thing too. If you guys want to get better, wrestlers need to get out there as well. That's on both people. And TK needs to book these people too.
Yeah.
There's enough blame to go all the way around. All right.
More than enough.
So for myself, and the man they call Derek. We are out. Make sure you leave a comment below after on this. I want to see at least 10 comments down there. Put an emoji down there. Help a brother out. And we'll pin whoever's got the best comment down there below. Maybe we'll put your thoughts about the rankings in there.
Yep.
But for myself and the man they call Derek, we are going to be out for this episode of our AEW Dynamite review. Come back next week when we'll have everything lined up and in order, and we'll see what's the latest and greatest going on in AEW. Catch us next Wednesday. We are out for this episode. 1.